Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to say thank you for your engagement on my last video. The feedback was overwhelming and I truly appreciate every single comment, both positive and negative, and I read them all. I'm still working my way through the 400 comments you've left. Your support really surprised and humbled me. I'm also thrilled that you enjoyed the wallpaper pack I shared. I hope those pictures bring inspiration and joy to your screens, and your kind reviews and helpful tips mean a lot to me. Thank you once again. Now, let's dive into today's topic, AI art. I know, the mere mention of those two letters can make us cringe, but I found a story that's truly fascinating. Imagine this, a guy decides to make AI-generated art and sell it to people for a lot of money. And no, this time I'm not talking about MKBHD and his wallpaper app. Marquez actually addressed the criticism on his podcast, and I respect his willingness to engage with feedback. I still admire him as a creator, everyone makes mistakes, and I do believe that he is one of the most hardworking and creative people on YouTube, especially if you compare him to the Logan Pauls and Sniper Wolves on his platform.
Whoa there! I thought I was just trying to be cute.
But there's this other dude that calls himself an artist, even though the last time he touched any brush was probably in prime school. Specifically, we're diving into the story of Jason Michael Allen, the guy who made waves by winning an art contest with a picture he made using AI.
This piece of art right here, believe it or not, was created using AI, or artificial intelligence, and it is stirring up a conversation of what is considered art, and is a technology blurring the lines of creativity and pushing out human artists.
This is Space Opera Theater. To be fair, they pushed his art to the digital art category, but still, it was an art contest, and the judges said afterwards that they had no idea that it was made using a prompt. Would they also award him the first place if they knew it? Who knows?
We did a kind of a shallow dive, and on the surface, it doesn't look like there's any violation.
Jason used an AI tool called Midjourney to create his winning piece. Now here's the twist. He wants to copyright it, claiming it's his creation and no one can use it without his permission. But is he right? The US Copyright Office said no to his request, arguing that since AI did most of the work, it shouldn't be copyrighted like a human-made art. As we can read in this Reuters article, Jason disagrees. He started a lawsuit against the US Copyright Office, saying he put considerable thought into directing the AI, so he believes it's still his art.
This art was put together by a human being. I am the author of the work, so AI is a tool, just like a paintbrush is a tool. I was involved. This wouldn't exist without me. Why are you trying to discredit the person behind the technology?
Now let me add my 2 cents to this conversation. I asked DALL-E 3 to generate an image of space opera painting, just like Jason, and here's what I got on my first try. If someone tries to convince me that this isn't reminiscent of an Imperial Star Destroyer from Star Wars, I'd say that's a stretch. I can't license it because the AI merged existing concepts, just like I technically couldn't license and sell photo of a building because it was designed by some architect, not me. Also, if we look at Jason's pictures that he's selling as the Space Opera Theater series, you can see this giant circle on at least 2 of them. And you know what comes up when you Google opera? This brings us to a critical question. What constitutes art? Jason argues that using AI is just like using a paintbrush or a camera. However, many artists disagree. They think art should come from human creativity, not from a computer program. But what is a real reason behind Jason's claims? You guessed it, it's about money. Without copyright, he feels his work isn't valued as much as it should be, and it's harder for him to sell it. This brings up a big question. If AI starts making all the art, what happens to real artists? We're already starting to get used to big companies using AI-generated pieces on ads and posters. Now here's the part where I show you some awful examples of it. And initially, I thought it's gonna be difficult, and I'm gonna waste half a day searching for examples, but actually it was super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Well, hey, did you know Toys R Us is still around? I did not. Apparently it is, and the company is now under fire for making a new ad entirely from AI.
Did you ever wonder how Toys R Us and Jeffrey the Giraffe came to be? The son of a bike shop owner, Charles Lazarus, had a vision.
The greatest toy store there is.
Yeah, kids are dumb. They don't know how the human spine works, right? This is scary. That's horrifying. So many companies getting scammed left and right. Wow, Toys R Us really broke the kids when they realized that none of the toys in the ad actually exist. You have all these comments, articles in media, news coverage, and you know what the eToro marketing team decided to do?
I could be Jan, a passive dividend hunter. Hey, I could be David. This David. With eToro, you can be inspired by investors worldwide. Their knowledge, their strategies, all out there for the taking. Be the investor you want to be. eToro.
The only thing that can bring back hope in humanity after watching this obnoxious ad is reading the comments. What if the investor I want to be doesn't support embarrassing low-effort AI advertising? Nothing says you can trust your finances with us more than a company that chips out and uses horrid AI characters built of stolen data. Can I copy the man merged with a tramdoor, please? He goes places. I really hope comments like that will effectively discourage other companies from chipping out on human artists. And I think it's about time to regulate it. Set some rules and expectations. Is it just a gimmick? Or just like Uber, it's gonna completely change the game for the whole industry. If Jason wins, it could change how we think about AI art forever. Maybe everyone could start making money from art without really creating it themselves. So where do we go from here? AI art is clearly a complex and evolving topic that challenges our traditional views on creativity, ownership, and value. Jason's case is just one example of how AI is shaking up industries we thought were uniquely human. But I want to hear from you. Do you think that AI-generated work should be considered art? Should anybody be able to copyright something that was mostly generated by an algorithm? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and your insights often shape my future content. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like or subscribe, and if you're feeling extra generous, consider supporting this channel, whether that's by sharing my wallpaper pack, that is free by the way, or just by being part of this awesome community. Thanks for watching, I am Miles, you're now miles ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.